Mark Cuban and Jalen Brunson address Mavs-Knicks saga in revealing interview. In a candid and revealing conversation on Fanatics Sportsbook's Roommate show, former Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban and New York Knicks point guard Jalen Brunson delved into the controversial 2022 offseason that saw Brunson leave the Mavs after 4 seasons in Dallas to join the Knicks. This decision led to a whirlwind of rumors and theories, ranging from financial disputes to Brunson's desire for more scoring opportunities. Brunson's perspective, a missed opportunity, and a unique situation. Jalen Brunson opened up about his decision to explore options outside of Dallas. Reflecting on the 2022 Western Conference Finals, he recounted seeing Cuban's post-game interview after Game 5, where Cuban emphasized, "We can pay him the most money." This statement left an impression on Brunson, who was already contemplating his future. As the Knicks began making moves, and with his father, Rick Brunson, joining the Knicks coaching staff, the New Jersey native started to consider the opportunity as something very unique. Brunson elaborated, saying, "Once we got the number from the Knicks and everything, I didn't hear anything else from the Mavericks." "It wasn't from the Mavericks," he clarified. "It was my agent saying to me, 'Oh, they're not giving us a number.'" This left Brunson feeling that the Mavericks weren't serious about retaining him, prompting him to take the Knicks' offer seriously. Cuban's side of the story, miscommunications and last-minute moves. Mark Cuban, meanwhile, provided insight into the Mavericks' side of the negotiation process. He explained, "We were like, give us a range. What's the number? We put up a number, hoping we'd have a home court advantage." Cuban acknowledged that when it seemed Brunson was leaning towards the Knicks, the only way to potentially retain him was with a max-out contract. However, he felt the situation had already tipped in New York's favor. Cuban also mentioned that Brunson's representation wanted the Mavs' top executives to fly to New York for a meeting, but the Mavs brass was hesitant, uncertain if the trip would be worthwhile. Cuban's recount suggests the Mavericks were in a challenging position, feeling like the meeting was more of a formality than a genuine negotiation. The role of family in negotiations. The discussion took a slightly tense turn when Brunson brought up a remark Cuban had made in the past. When the parents got involved, things got messy. Brunson took this comment personally, saying, "That was a little jab." Cuban, clearly surprised, responded, "Wasn't really, I didn't want to go there here. No reason for us to talk about any of that, but it wasn't just a jab, JB, for real." Brunson, still defensive, stated, "I'm just saying, I felt a certain way, but I got over it. Obviously, that's my parents." Recognizing the tension, Cuban apologized, admitting that the negotiations were unique in a lot of ways, and perhaps not handled as smoothly as they could have been. Comparing the Knicks and Mavericks' negotiation tactics, Brunson then compared the Mavericks' negotiations to how the Knicks handled Isaiah Hartenstein's free agency. Hartenstein, who was a key player for the Knicks, left for the Oklahoma City Thunder after receiving a lucrative 3-year, $87 million offer. Brunson suggested that money was a decisive factor in both situations, hinting that perhaps the Mavericks could have done more financially to retain him. Cuban, however, acknowledged that he wasn't privy to the specifics of the Knicks-Thunder negotiations and remained somewhat neutral in his response. Closing the chapter, no hard feelings. While there were clear moments of tension during the discussion, both Brunson and Cuban expressed a desire to move on from the saga. "It's over and done with. We're here now, and that's that," Brunson declared, attempting to leave any lingering bitterness in the past. Cuban echoed this sentiment, stating, "I'm happy for you. We still keep in touch. I'm always sending you congrats and this and that. So I mean, there's definitely no hard feelings at all." However, the conversation did have a slightly awkward undertone, suggesting there might still be some unresolved feelings. Cuban concluded with a lighthearted remark about his interactions with Rick Brunson. "It's always interesting when your dad and I walk by each other. It's just like he gives me the eye, I give him the eye, then we smile and keep on walking." Final thoughts. A complicated departure with lessons learned. The interview shed light on the complexities of NBA free agency negotiations, where financial decisions, personal relationships, and business strategies intersect. While both Cuban and Brunson seem to have moved on from the events of 2022, their conversation underscores the challenges of navigating high-stakes decisions in professional sports. Knicks and Mavs fans, what do you think about the revelations from this interview? Could things have been handled differently? Share your thoughts in the comments below.